Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Go on, buddy.
We're back to talk Love Island games. This is season 1, episode 13. If you are catching up, this is the Tuesday, November 14th episode. For your reference, make sure you are subscribed here and on TikTok for all of our Love Island coverage and the rest of our reality TV coverage. All right, Brian, episode 13 had a lot going on. A lot packed into an hour, which I appreciated. There are some episodes sometimes where it's a lot of filler, not this week. We started with the vulnerable boys and vulnerable girls going to be voted off by the safe boys and girls. A lot of debates that you and I kind of went through last night occurred. Is it better to go for the strategy, eliminate strong players? Is it better to eliminate people without love connections? That's usually a pretty big Love Island strategy, just in general. And it did happen to be what we kind of settled on last night, Brian. We lost Kira and Carrington. Kira lost out on Megan an episode ago. Really think that was still an understated exit. I think she got let off the hook with everything that had been going on the day before for her.
Great.
Kind of left Kira high and dry. Carrington, kind of just the luck of showing up late and being a bombshell, right? You don't have a lot of time to build a connection, especially when it ended up being with Kira. So, Brian, your reactions to the elimination?
Yeah, not totally surprising, unfortunately. I think they should have taken out Jack and Justine. I think it would have been better TV. And it's I mean, it is what it is. Like we said, they're not ready to do a show like this where they actually need to be cutthroat. They're kind of just playing the Love Island game. I mean, I know some commenters are like, "Hey, you got to stop treating this like Love Island," but it's like still is Love Island. They're
That's what I said back. I was like, dude,
crying
it's
over
a hard.
minimal decisions, like taking everything too personally. And I know they do that in the challenge too, but at least they like will cut people. Like, I don't know. It's not
I
there
mean,
yet.
look, I get the feeling that producers are not going in there and telling them to be cutthroat. I think the producers are letting them just go have fun, like Love Island is. Um, this isn't to say that there's no place for it, but look, we have the commenters respect their opinions. There are a lot of shows out there that you can get your itch for that. I mean, we cover Traders, we cover Challenge, Survivor, even a little bit more, even like the Amazing Race. They do have like votes and things like that to try to screw people over. But I don't think you're going to get that from Love Island games. Frankly, I think even they do a season 2, unless they really want to push for that. I think you're gonna what you see is what you're going to kind of get. But frankly, like we're getting some twists and things that don't happen in other seasons. So I mean, I've been pretty happy with it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's I think for the first season, I think it's been pretty good.
I agree. Uh, we move on from that elimination to the hideaway for Callum and Liberty. I thought that was very funny. But I knew there had to be a reason they were even showing this. Just like last time, there was a text, and this was a doozy, Bri.
Mm.
Power to recouple everybody. I was like, wow, like that is a huge power. Um, how do you feel about them? And we'll go over what the new teams are, but how do you feel about like their strategy of just blowing everybody up?
I was really hoping they put Johnny and Sully together.
They were teasing it.
Yeah, that was a big miss because I think that would have been also really good TV. It's fine. I mean, I don't want to like go ahead of it, but they both are like in the bottom three. So like,
Didn't really work out for them
yeah,
too good. Well, honestly, the new couples being Jack and Liberty, Justine and Callum, Johnny and Courtney, Ray and Sally, Mike and Jess, and Elam and Imani. Um, yeah, it basically was a balancing act where you had to send your partner, the girl, up dressed like a mermaid, climb a rope, all slippery, etc. Grab a block that matches the prompt. You had to give it to the guy who this is a survivor
yeah,
challenge.
Survivor 101.
This
Yeah,
is Survivor. You hold the rope with one thing to keep your platform balanced, and you bring Jenga pieces on. These
yeah.
ones were gold blocks. I think it made it a little bit easier. Survivor, it's usually like a square block, like
It's like
something that's
cards. It's like
yeah.
little. Yeah, it's definitely way harder on
They
Survivor.
make it like a nightmare for you.
You're also starving.
I did like that if you drop the crap that they are starving.
Yeah, right.
The only things that happen on Love Island games, maybe they're like too hungover to hold on to things right.
Yeah, like you
Uh,
had to wake up at 8:30.
yeah, exactly. Uh, we saw we have the winners there. We had so we can figure this out. We had Jack and Liberty lost.
Mhm.
Justine and Callum lost, and what Mike and Jess lost, right? Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ray and Selly beat Mike and Jess. So Johnny and Courtney, Ray and Selly, Mike and yeah, that's right. Johnny and Courtney, Ray and Selly, and Elam and Imani won.
yep, yep.
So Imani just kills the challenges. Imani doesn't lose challenges.
Yeah, she's a goat. Love her.
Very interesting too that they did it where it was just to get three teams vulnerable. Like there is no winner of the challenge per se.
I actually kind of like that they kind of switched it up a little bit, where it's
Yeah,
like
me too.
it's it's almost like a duel within a challenge.
It was exactly. And now we aren't sure how we are going to choose the eliminated couples. We don't know if this is just a straight vote, if it's only one couple going. We are towards the end, so maybe we see two go. I wouldn't be opposed to that. But it is going to be interesting to see if it plays out and there's like another duel involved or whatever, because the biggest thing for me is Justine and Jack being split. So there's a chance that if a duel comes up, one of them is going to eliminate the other, which would be heartbreaking.
Yeah, Scott and Zeta still need to show up on the show, so there's definitely
Like,
two.
why?
I know, it's dumb. They didn't really do a good job of. They should have
Split.
honestly just had everybody in at once, and then they just eliminate people weekly. So then maybe that's something they tweak. I know like their bombshells are their thing, but it's going to be a completely different show. It'd be nice to see everyone. Then you can like maybe like there's more like team switching, eliminations kind of mean more.
I mean,
Um,
we only have like 4 episodes left, something like that.
yeah, I think the last episode's on Monday.
Maybe it's Sunday, maybe it's the 19th.
The person somebody commented that said the last day is the 20th. So
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, it means
yeah,
we get
and then
Wednesday, Thursday,
we take
Friday,
away
Sunday, Monday.
Saturday. Yeah. So
Maybe
yeah,
so we might get another unseen bits, which I think makes
yeah, I
sense.
think we will too. What were you just asking me?
Nothing.
Oh,
But
what do
just
I think's gonna happen? Is that what we talked
no,
about?
we didn't even get there. I just said what was interesting is we don't know how this elimination is going
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
formatted. One team, two teams.
Hmm.
I think though it does make sense. Like they were kind of discussing. I'd send Mike and Jess home, right? Like
Yeah. If it's team, yeah, even individual.
send
That's
Mike
what
and
they're gonna
Jess
do.
home. The other ones have better connections with one another. I mean, that's just what it comes down to.
Jack was making me laugh because he's like screaming like into the pillow, like
It's
fuck
like, dude,
me.
it's yeah, dude, relax. Like, Jack, it's there. You have like a couple days left.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me what you expected them to just keep everyone together, especially you two. You're literally the strongest couple, like the closest, like fan favorite. Like you
Yeah.
probably know that already without even it being live. Like you just know that you guys have the best vibe. So
Yeah. I thought that was loser attitude.
it was loser attitude. Um, I laughed at Johnny like this episode too, like being like, "I've been going through it, man." No, you haven't. You've been putting other people through it.
Yeah. And I get the Carrington's his friend, but like,
He was
why is he
crying.
crying like that? I don't understand. I just don't get it. You know the premise of the show. It's not like this isn't like you just were thrust into this for the first time. Like you've been on the show before.
You're not doing anybody dirty. It is the friendliest show possible. It is
Yeah.
just like, hey, someone has to go. Like it's just how it
Right.
works. So sorry, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's basically it for this episode, Bry. Very interested to see, like you said, how they fit the last two bombshells in and how we kind of format going into the end of the season here now with like 4 or 5 episodes left. So as I mentioned, guys, we are live. I mean, we are also on TikTok. We do clips, video reviews, 60-second reviews, things like Love It Hip Hop, different reality TV news, some things like the challenge, Bravo News, etc. And then here on the YouTube channel, you can check out all of our playlists. We are covering anything and everything that is on right now. Trust me, there is a lot to name, and every time I try to name all of them, I miss something. So just go and check out our last set of videos. It is very, very it's a big variety. Let's put it that way. But until next time, for myself, Brian, everyone here at the Reality Guys, thank you for watching. Peace.